Tell all, the Little Brown Jug winner is now in Ontario, and what a bonus for breeders. The North America Cup winner, Canadian Horse of the Year, and U.S. Pacer of the Year is now headed for a brilliant future as a sire. His first 2-year-olds are backing up our belief that he will be the sire everyone's talking about this summer. Tell all stands for a $5,000 fee at Terra Hill Stud. Call today to make your booking to racing's next big-name sire.
The Harness Edge is at Classy Lane Training Centre today near Puslinch, Ontario. We're talking with Kevin O'Reilly about 2-year-olds. Kev, how many in total have you got?
We've got around 9 here. There's 9 of them here.
9, and we're looking at a couple of them today, starting with a homebred rock and roll Hanover called Rockin' Albert.
Yeah, he's actually coming along pretty good. Doug Hyatt, I was talking to him there early or middle of last year, and he asked me if I'd take a baby for him, and he's a homebred of his own, but his gait's good, and so far his attitude's good. He's been around 40, so we haven't done anything great with him, but so far all the signs are positive anyway with him.
Given the winter we've had this year, how has this track held up?
Yeah, it's been great actually. The boys have done a fantastic job again. Like, there's probably no days that we couldn't go if we didn't have to go. And we generally give them a little easier time in February, just because of February can be the harshest month. But no, we haven't missed any time if we didn't need to. Okay,
and we're also looking at a filly, trotting filly, a Cadabra daughter, named the Magic of Paris.
Yeah, she just came up last week, actually. Al Blackmore owns her, and Al loves his horses and he loves the game. So, but so far what we've seen of her gait's good and her attitude's good, and I've had 2 or 3 for Al, and I think this is the best one he's had so far anyway.
Must be a story behind that name.
Yeah, I don't know what that I like the name, so I hope she's a good horse with it. I don't know how he came up with that name, but he would have put some thought into it.
Right. Nice moving filly.
Very nice, yeah, and got that nice easy gait which a lot of the good Cadabras seem to have. So all the signs are the same with her. They're positive, and her attitude looks good, so we're kind of hopeful for her.
Good. And I can't let you go without asking you about your trip to Christchurch back home in New Zealand. You were there when the quake hit, and you saw some things, and just, I guess, what's your appraisal of what lies ahead?
Yeah, that home, they're in for a pretty tough time. I think there's a lot of work to be done there, a lot of rebuilding, and it was actually very hard to leave there. I felt really bad to leave my buddies back there and all my family, but life is what it is. But yeah, I still feel for them, because I think even not so much now, but a year or even the next 2 years, things are going to be really tough there for them.
They've had to move the Inter-Dominion, but that aside, what do you think about the prospects for the racing game there?
Yeah, I think it's going to be dependent. There's probably going to be a lot more horses moving between New Zealand and Australia, just because there's some money in Australia, and it's still strong enough in New Zealand, but it's still more like a breeding ground, and getting the horses, getting them going and selling them on, or that's where the money is for the younger horses there. And I think you'll see a lot of other horses probably heading over the water there to Australia and trying to further it there.
Well, let's hope things go well for them. And listen, thanks very much for joining us today.
Thanks, Harold.
Harold Howe with Kevin O'Reilly, talking 2-year-olds.